Good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. Today, we are going to start with our service and global marketing subject, and our today's topic is international life product cycle. Product life cycle and new product development and its process. And I'll try to complete the portion in syllabus because one more topic is there, that is India marketing and international marketing. What is the difference between that? If it possible, time permits. Or else we'll continue in the next class. Now, what do you mean by international product life cycle? As in the first time, you know that what is the product life cycle? What are the four stages? You people come to know. But the international product life cycle is nothing but it is an abstract model that is briefing how a company evolves over time and across national borders. This theory shows the development of a company's marketing program on both domestic means home country, and foreign platform means foreign countries are international or other boundary countries. Now, so all the products have certain length of the life during which they pass through the certain identifiable stages. As soon as a product is introduced in the market, its life begins, then it goes through a period during which its markets grows rapidly. Eventually, it reaches at maturity and then stands saturated. Afterwards, its market declines and finally its life comes to an end. But the international product life cycle theory developed and verified by economics to explain trade in a context of comparative advantage that describes the diffusion process of an innovative across national boundaries. The life cycle begins when a developed country having a new product to satisfy consumer needs wants to exploit its technological breakthrough by selling abroad. So other advantage nations soon start up their own products, facilities, and before long life development programs do the same thing. But uh, as you know that finally advanced nations no longer cost effectiveness important products from other consumers are the things which develop countries to the developing nations. Now, in the product life cycle, we are having two things. One is, four stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. But whereas if you see here, we are having four stages. That is stage 0, that is nothing but local innovation. Stage 1, overseas innovation. Stage 2, maturity. Stage 3, worldwide imitation. Stage 4, reversal. Now, stage 1, what does it includes? If you see here in this picture, in stage 0, that means where if you see here in the 0, this part where I am just cursor is marking, that is called stage 0 or O. It's depicted as time O on the left of the vertical importing and exporting axis. So what is happening here is talking about the time, whereas the right hand side is time, whereas exporting and importing taking place on the left side. This is the axis. Now, it's represent regular and highly familiar product lifecycle in operating within its original market. Innovations are most likely to occur in highly developed countries because consumers in such countries are affluent and have relatively unlimited wants. From the supply side, the former advanced nations have both the technological know-how and abundant capital to develop new products. Everything, see, it's simple and easy. If you go to the stage 1, that means nothing but the overseas innovation. What is happening here? The overseas, as soon as the new product is developed, is well developed, its original market well cultivated, and local demand adequately supplied, the innovative firm will look to overseas market in order to expand its sale and profits. Thus, it is the stage also known as pioneering or international introduction stage. The technological gap is first noticed in other advanced nations because of their similar needs and high income levels. So here, The first one, it is increasing and coming to the, now this is initiating country, whereas here it is going from this part to the other advanced nations, whereas again here what is happening, it is going in such a way. So what is happening? So here again, if you see here in this LDCs, that means least developed countries. These are the least developed countries. Even though they are starting from this level, again it is coming to, because for certain time is taking. This is the initiating other nations, that means developing countries are taking place. But the technological gap is first noticed in other advanced nations because of their similar needs and high level incomes. I mean high income levels. Now maturity. If you see here, what is happening in this picture, if you see here, we are having three country where new product is launched. When the country, when it is launching the new product, how it is going. Other advanced and high income current country, the other income high that means other countries will be there, that means high income countries there with other advantages. Developing or low income countries, when they start from here, how does it, what is the result? Now in the maturity, growing demand is advanced nation providing an impetus for firms where to commit themselves to starting local production, often with the help of other governments' prospective and protective measures to preserve infant industries. Thus, these firms can survive and thrive in spite of the relative inefficiency. The last one, that means third stage, worldwide imitation. What does it mean? This stage means tough times for the innovating nations because of its continuous decline in exports. There is no more new demand anywhere to cultivate. The decline will inevitably affect the US oriented nations, innovating firms, and the economics of the scale and its production cost. Now, consequently, firm is somewhat advanced nations, some are below advanced, or some are developing in advanced countries. So to gain more consumer acceptance abroad at the expenses of the West firm, all the product, that means as the product become more and more widely disseminated, imitation picks up at a faster pace. Yeah, if you see here, yes. Next. So what is our next one is reversal. Not only must all good things end, but misfortunately frequently accompanies the end of the favorable situation. The major functional characteristics of this stage are product standardization of comparative disadvantages. The innovating country's comparative advance has disappeared, and what is left is comparatively disadvantaged. The disadvantage is brought about because the product is no longer capital intensive or technology intensive. Instead, but instead has become labor intensive, a strong larger caused by I mean least developed countries. The least developed countries are the last innovators that establish sufficient productive facilities to to satisfy their own domestic needs as well as produce for the biggest market in the world. Now, product life cycle of any company like Godrej powder hair dye. So it's startup. When it started, all this growth is there, maturity is there, second growth will be there, the second maturity will be there. Next one in our topic is the new product development in new products in uh, global marketing. Now, what do you mean by new product development? The product development is what? Product development is the process. Here I think the spelling mistake has been taking place. Yeah, I'll continue this. The product development is the process where a product is defined or designed and tested. It is going to define what exactly the needs of the customer is there in the market. Then after uh, getting the information data, then they will design what is to be how what is to be produced and how is to be produced. Once it got produced in the market, then they will decide whether it will run in the market or not. Before going to manufacture in bulk, before going for a huge loss, they will just take a sample set and they will produce it, and if it runs then they will go for the long term. That means in bulk. So this is where engineering takes place to figure out what the thing you want to sell does, how to make it, how to do it, and how you are going to create it. So software and hardware are also now developed globally. So these are the things. Product development is what they will keep initiative needs of the customer in the markets, or the wants or the demands or the requirements in the market. Depending on the requirements of the customers, they will design it, then they will test it. Now, what is the process of new product development? We are having 8 stages. What are those? It's nothing but the first stage consists of the idea generating. What the company should be there, who within the how many companies, who is our competitors, who are our customers, who will be our distributors, suppliers, and others. So how many employees are needed, how much capital should be needed, all these things will be comes from the idea generating. The idea screening means what? It is the process that involves shifting through the ideas generated above and selecting ones which are feasible and workable to develop. That means whatever the idea we are generating, we will gather all the ideas. Among them, we will select the best one, which is going to be pursuing our non-feasible ideas and clearly be costly for the company, which is going to meet with the company cost. Then the third stage is concept development and testing. So what is happening? They know they have generated the idea, they have screened the idea, then they will develop the concept. Concept should be there. After then, the concept has been fulfilled, then they are going to test that concept. So the organization must have an across may have come across what they believe to be feasible idea. However, the idea needs to be taken for the target audience. What do they think about the idea? Will it be practical and feasible? Will it offer the benefit that the organization hope it will? Or have they developed or overlooked certain issues? Note the issue and concept is taken to the target audience and not working prototype at this stage. Now, marketing strategy. See what is happening here in third stage. They will develop the idea and they will test it and they will market. Then, marketing strategy and development. So, what is happening as the concept is developed, they will make the marketing strategy and they will develop the product according to the market need. So, how will the product or the service idea be launched within the market? So, the marketing strategy will be in the written laying or the marketing strategy on the product, or segmentation, targeting, positioning, creating the sales and profit or expectations. Then, next stage is business analysis. The company has a great idea, the marketing strategy seems feasible, but will be the product be financially worthwhile in the long run? That is the business analysis. Not only that, the business analysis stage looks more deeply into the cash flow the product could generate, what the cost will be, how much market shares the product may achieve, and the expected life of the product. All these things comes in the product, business analysis. Next, product development. So finally, this is the stage where the prototype, the product is going to be produced. The prototype will be clearly run through all the desired select test presented to the target audience and to see if changes needed to be made on. Then test marketing. So test marketing means testing the product within a specific area with specific target consumers and the audience targeted audience. The product will be launched within a particular region so the marketing mix strategy can be monitored and if needed the modified before nation's launch. The last stage is commercialization. If the test marketing stage has been successfully, then the product will be go for national launch. There are certain factors that need to be taken into consideration before the product is launched nationally. These are telling how the product will be launched, where the product will be launched, will the product is launched in a national or national roll out, or it is going to be region by region or international. So these are the things where we have learned it. So I hope students understand the concept and topic. Please mention your roll numbers in the comment box. Thank you.